welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nathra, and this is episode 3 of my monthly comeback reviews. Now, if you haven't seen the other videos, there'll be a playlist link in the description. Basically, I'm just going to be going through and critiquing a few comebacks and debuts from each month. Again, I do want to preface this video by saying that I won't be covering every single comeback or debut that happened, but mainly the artists that I already stan or were particularly interested in checking out. August is full of new music, and this video will be quite long, so check the pinned comment for the timestamps for each artist if you want to skip around. As always, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. gidle released summer song Dumdi on August 3rd. I had the feeling that they will be going for a desert concept like they did for Uh-Oh, and I was kind of right. The music video is about 6 travelers who meet each other in a dingy motel, which I thought was a really interesting concept. The introduction sequence was so cool, and all the members looked stunning. The song is alright. I like the structure of the verses in this song, as well as the fun point choreography. I personally like rapper Soyeon more than singer Soyeon, so I definitely preferred her rap verse to her singing in the song. I don't like the pre-chorus because Mion sounds really nasally, and I just didn't enjoy listening to it. The music video is nothing special, but it is a refreshing change to their more high production and high budget videos like Oh My God and Lion. Because the song isn't that memorable for me, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I am so pumped for Taemin's upcoming album. Like most people, I was pretty confused about why the pre-release track was called Two Kids, but upon reading the lyrics, it makes more sense. This song is so sad. It's about reflecting on a relationship where both parties were young and dumb, and that the breakup, though heartbreaking, was inevitable. Talk about a downer. This sounds more like a B-side to me. It doesn't have that title track quality to it. Honestly, I just don't like this song. Not because it's slow, because Move and Want are also far from upbeat and high energy songs, but mostly because Two Kids just doesn't have that oomph, that star quality. I had really high expectations for his album, but Two Kids was kind of a letdown. 4 out of 10. I've been a casual listener of Miso since her solo debut back in 2017, and was pleasantly surprised when I saw that she will be making a comeback in August. Her company isn't that well off, so there was a gap of 1.5 years from her previous single On and On. Because her company isn't that well off, you can see just how low budget the music video is. But let's take a look at the song itself. The song is definitely messy. The beginning reminds me of the beginning of So What by Luna with the same blaring horns, and the I'm so blessed sounds like I'm so bad to me. The build up to the chorus is really good. It reminds me of Miso's debut song Kir Kir Papa, which slaps. While the build up is good, the chorus itself is just weird. The song has too many different flows, and it isn't really executed in the best way in my opinion. She's so talented, but her company just doesn't have the resources to give her the high quality music she deserves. Please check out Miso's music if you're interested in supporting her. Blessed gets a 5 out of 10. YG's new boy group, Treasure, made their highly anticipated debut on August 7th. I know nothing about them aside from the fact that they were on a survival competition show and that there are Korean and Japanese members in the group. Boy is definitely different than other YG debuts, especially other boy group debuts. The song is really youthful and fun, and I love the vocals and visuals. In terms of a debut concept, it's pretty generic, but still a solid debut song. The song is nice, but I'm not sure if it's enough for me to start standing them. 7 out of 10. I actually don't listen to Victon yet, but I saw online that one of their members, Seungwoo, would be making his solo debut with the title track Sacrifice. If I'm not mistaken, he was also a member of X1 before their disbandment. He has a really unique voice. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit too nasal for my taste. I actually prefer when he sang in a lower register in certain parts of the song. Speaking of which, my favorite part was actually the second verse. I wish that there were more choreography shots in the video, but other than that, I think that this is a pretty good solo debut song, and I really hope that he does well in solo promotions. 5 out of 10. Brave Girls made their long-awaited comeback with the single We Ride. This release comes 3 years after Rollin' and 2 years after the Rollin' remix. Now, if I were to describe this song in simple terms, it's city pop. City pop is one of my favorite genres of music, and though I listen to predominantly Japanese city pop, it isn't making its way to the K-pop industry. I love the retro vibes from the song and the music video. In fact, it kind of reminds me of older K-pop, like the concept is really straightforward, and so is the choreography. This is definitely the perfect song to listen to in the summertime. If you're in a convertible, you can pop the top off and listen to it. But please check out Brave Girls. They're super underrated, and they've been in the K-pop industry for 9 years, but they don't have a lot of support. So if you're intrigued, definitely check out We Ride. 9 out of 10. Now, I love SuperM. My ultimate bias, Taeyong, is in the group, as are some other favorites like Baekhyun, Mark, and Taemin. I love the concept, and all the members are just so talented. I was a really big fan of Jopping and eagerly awaiting their comeback, but 100 was just not it. First of all, the song sounds like it could totally be an NCT song. It's really experimental, but borderline messy. I'm also just not a big fan of how much English is present in the song. I feel like some of the lyrics get lost or are just hard to understand. The music video is pretty cool, but I think the Jopping music video is way better. The build-up is okay, but the drop is underwhelming, and the can't slow down is annoying. I have high expectations for the album, but this song is just not my cup of tea. 4 out of 10. Itzy's music has always been polarizing for me. I didn't really like Della Della or Itsy, but I loved Wannabe. I was really excited for Not Shy. In fact, I watched the teaser upwards of 15 times. I really like how the song sounded different than previous Itsy releases, but still felt like an Itsy song. Yujin's rap verse was by far my favorite. I loved the flow and the energy that she had. I also like how the choreography was equal parts intense and fun. The album B-sides, specifically ID, are all pretty good. All in all, this is probably my favorite release from Itsy to date, 9 out of 10. Speaking of favorite releases to date, Dreamcatcher released their 5th mini-album, Dystopia Lose Myself, with the title track, Boca. I love virtually everything about this track, from the rhythmic and mysterious beginning to the powerful bridge. The music video is stunning, and I really enjoyed the choreography. I admire how Dreamcatcher's choreography seamlessly uses backup dancers without taking the focus away from the members themselves. My favorite parts were undoubtedly Gahyun's. She really fits this concept so well, and I'm so proud of how far she's come. Similar to Deja Vu, you don't really get the rock aspect until the chorus, which I think is really unique. I just love the build-up so much. This may be my favorite Dreamcatcher title track, so much so that I am really glad that I pre-ordered the album. Stay tuned, I'll be posting an unboxing video soon enough, so make sure to keep your eyes out for that. All in all, 10 out of 10. KARD released their first single, Way With Words, on August 26th. The title track, Gunshot, like their previous comeback Red Moon, is a step away from their tropical/Latin-inspired releases. Gunshot's lyrics are about verbal abuse, which is a theme I have rarely heard K-pop artists explore in their music. I think that the song is good lyrically and rhythmically, but it's not the type of music I would listen to. It's a little slow for me, especially compared to Red Moon, but incredibly catchy. I find myself humming the pre-chorus all the time. All in all, a 7 out of 10. I was the biggest Selena Gomez fan when I was in the 4th and 5th grade, and I still listen to her old music from time to time. I'm not a huge fan of her newer music, and quite frankly, I was caught off guard when YG revealed that Blackpink would be collaborating with her. Ice Cream just came off as a dated concept to me. Don't get me wrong, I love girly pop music, as evidenced in my last video, but I just didn't like this song. The line distribution is the most frustrating part of this release for me. No hate to Selena, Jennie, or Lisa, but what even is the line distribution? Jisoo gets half a verse, which is such a shame because she totally fits this concept. She's the most adorable person ever. How you like that is much more my personal taste, so Ice Cream gets a 4 out of 10. Okay, so that's all for this video. Fair warning, this outro is going to be pretty long because I have some updates. About halfway through the video, the audio is very crunchy. The fans in my room are really loud, so I'm trying to figure out how to lessen the background noise. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently back to living on my university campus, and I'm sharing my dorm room, so sitting down to record commentary videos is going to be a bit challenging, especially with our online classes and such. I will have my September comeback review up, and I'm currently scripting a video about the ethics of K-pop contracts, so be on the lookout for that. Many of you have been requesting video topics or suggesting ideas, which I appreciate so much, but it will take me a while to get around to those. Speaking of you guys, I reached 58 subscribers. Most of this is attributed to my Groups Who Should Disband video, but thank you all for your support and patience as I try and sort out my life. If you are interested in interacting with me, let me know in the comments, and I may try and get back on Twitter again, but given my hectic schedule, I'm not really going to make any promises. Finally, I have some game and song compilations that I've already made that are sitting in my drafts, so look out for those in the coming weeks. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!